Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is like the first video in a series of videos that I will be making for this channel as we go on. Um, the purpose of this channel is to basically talk about Rust, not just teach it, but talk about it in general. So I have a whole lot of things planned out, a whole lot of content to make, but I'm going to be starting with teaching the basics of Rust as a language from simple hello world programs to building a game, which we are going to be doing in this particular video, down to talking about things like enums, strobes, lifetime traits, unsafe rust, and all that. It's going to be a tough one, but I believe it's something um, that can be done. So, a little bit about me. My name is Chinedu. I'm a full stack software engineer um, for about 5 years now. And I recently decided to pick up Rust because I was going to work on a an Internet of Things project for a side project that I'm actually currently working on. And I was looking for a very safe language that I could use um, for such a project, and I found Rust. So I ultimately fell in love with it, and since then you know I've been learning language, experimenting with and building backend APIs with Rust and all that, and it has been really amazing. So I decided to start this YouTube channel to teach what I know and share my knowledge with the rest of the community out there, and also show people that Rust is not as scary as people think it is or difficult to pick up. So without further ado, um, I'll just go ahead and talk about what this particular video is going to be about. So basically, today's video is going to be about setting up Rust basic installation. And after that basic installation, we are going to build a simple guessing game. And all these things I'm talking about, it's like they can be found in the Rust book, which it's online, like it's everywhere for anyone who wants to learn Rust. In fact, that's like the recommended way of learning the language. So I would quickly, yeah, I would attach a link in the description, the video description to, for anyone that wants to learn by that means. But we are going to be, focusing on using the Rust book as a guide for, our learnings and everything that we are going to be doing on this channel. So basically, let's just get into it. I know I've spoken for some time. Uh, So in order for us to install Rust on our local machine, PC or Mac or whatever you're using, we'll use the Rust documentation or the official website, which is rustlang.org. And then here it says a lot of things about the language, including some amazing resources and crates that will enable you to build command line tools, web assembly tools, web assembly, work like something else to do with web assembly, networking and embedded systems and stuff. And it says a lot about high quality crates and um, awesome guides that would help you get started with these things. That's basically it. For us to get Rust installed in our computer, whether you're on a Mac or in a PC, you have to hit the get started button, and then after that, it loads this page where it shows you something. So basically, I think it's we used rustup, which is the Rust installer and version management tool. The primary way that people install Rust is through a tool called rustup, which is a Rust installer and version management tool. So basically, I think it tries to detect that I'm on the Mac, and it tells me to run this very code here, basically. So that's how you get Rust working on your Mac. And if you're on a PC or a Windows, you can always visit this link here. I'll be adding a link to this to the description, talking about to this particular um, side of the website to help you if you're on the Windows and to get this get Rust running on your machine. So back to um, the official website. So we let's talk about some things that has to do with the cargo. So basically, cargo, cargo is similar to npm if you're coming from a JavaScript background. So it's basically a Rust build tool and a package manager, and you can use it to build your projects, you can use it to run your projects, test, build a doc, and publish your project. You can even check your version. Um, you know, and check your version using cargo dash dash version similar to npm or nvm or anyone, and basically. So you have compatible or supported environment like VS Code, Vim. I'm a Vim guy, or VI, and then you have Sublime Text, Eclipse, Atoms, Emacs, and the rest of them. Basically, installing a new project is very, 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 or starting a new project is very, very simple in Rust. You just have to do cargo new and the name of the project. It automatically generate a project for you. So I already have Rust. I already have it installed in my laptop or my PC or my MacBook. Sorry. So I don't think there's any need for me to do that. So I'll just move over to the terminal and show you some of the things I just spoke about.
So now we are in our. Okay. So now we are. I am in my terminal or command line or anyone you prefer to call it, and I'll just quickly go over some things I spoke about in the previous, like I just spoke about, and one is checking the version. So I already have Rust installed. So I will just quickly go ahead and check the version of my Rust. So I'll say cargo dash version, and it tells me 1.7. Sorry about that. So it says something around 1.7 0.0, and basically what is available in the official Rust site as of this moment of recording is 1.7.2, 1.72.0 as the latest version. So we'll just go ahead and set up a new project, and we'll call it a guessing game. So how do we set a project in Rust? It's very easy. So first off, I'll cd to my desktop, my desktop, and then here I'll just create a new folder, kdir. I'll call it rust underscore yt, and so I'll cd into rust, rust underscore yt. So yt is for YouTube. So now I'm in that file. So quickly I would create a new project, and according to the documentation, the way we do that is by simply saying cargo. So say cargo new, and I'll call it what should I call this now? Let's say a guessing game. I think that name is too long, and let's just call it a game. A terminal. We'll call it a terminal game. Yeah, so very simple, and immediately it has generated. So as you can see, it says created a binary application called terminal name. So we can quickly cd into that. So cd into a terminal game, and if I check what's in the file, so ls, you see we'll have two things there. We'll have the cargo.toml and the source. Exactly. So we'll have a cargo.toml, toml, and the source folder. And if I check what's in the cargo.toml, so I'll simply use vi to run cargo dot .toml, and so you can see that in the cargo.toml, it's just basically similar to package.json if you're coming from a JavaScript background. So you have the name, the name, which is the terminal game, the version, edition, and the dependencies under here where you can pass in your dependencies basically. Then I would quickly exit out of this VI file. So yeah, so we can also cd into src source, and here we can ls, and we see the main.rs file. And one thing I love so much about doing this is that once I do the cargo new and the name of the project, it automatically creates that git ignore file and all those git version control stuff on, it initializes git for me. Basically, that's the correct word. So if I do lsa, sorry about that, ls -a, so it shows me, okay, I think I would have to cd so if I go back, sorry about that, yeah. Okay, so at this at the terminal game level of the application, if I quickly do something like ls-a, I should be able to see the git file, the .gitignore file, and all that. So all these things, are some of the things that Cargo knew, or running like creating a project through Cargo helps you to set up. So it initializes Git for you, creates a cargo.toml file, which is very similar to npm, and package.json file, and the source src folder, which is where the actual code is contained. So if I cd into the src, so if I cd to src and hit enter, here I can still do ls to see what's there, and you see the main.rs file. So I can use vi to view this main.rs file, and hitting enter would show you a very simple function. So you can see the fn keyword, the main, the brackets, some people call it parentheses, and the curly brackets, and the print line hello world basically. So I'll just quickly exit out of this, and yeah. So after exiting the vi editor, we're now on the main side of on the terminal. So I'm going to go up one level by using cd dot. We are up one level, and we'll just go ahead to open this project up using VS Code. So code dot. So now we are in VS Code. So if you are coming from a JavaScript background, you already see some similarities in the code base. You'd see there is a cargo log file here. There is a cargo.toml. So this cargo.log is similar to what we would call a package.log.json file, while this is package.json file. And you have the git ignore, and you have the target, which is similar to the node modules, and it is actually ignored in the git ignore file. Then in the source folder, which is this here, we actually have the main.rs folder. So I click on this, it opens a very simple Rust program for your first Hello World project, Hello World application, or writing your first Hello World. So that's how easy it is to set up a Hello World application with Rust. So basically, I'll just go on and run the project. So if you remember when I spoke about how to run a project using cargo, I said something about cargo run. So we'll just quickly, say cargo, cargo run, and will allow you to build. And after that, yeah, so it has finished building, and as you can see, we have this hello world here in our terminal. Basically, have that hello world. So this is how easy it is to set up a hello world project in Rust.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this one. And in the next one, I will be showing you how to build a simple guessing game in Rust. So it's going to be a hands-on project, a hands-on build, just to show the inner workings of the language. It's going to be a very simple program to build a simple number guessing game from the command line. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.